Hello, everyone. I'm glad to meet you here for this innovation matching day. Today, we're gonna explore the French Austral Lands and Seas. Do you know where you can locate it here on a map? On this road to prosperity, we will talk about the Indian Ocean and the full of opportunity you may find over there related to cosmetics, aerotech, pharma, biotech, life science, agribusiness, and last but not least, ocean tech. So this presentation is an opportunity to learn how we can build a roadmap of new opportunities and generate maybe a fantastic ecosystem with a creative community of makers, customers, co-innovators, partners, and investors from a globally emerging region of 2 billion of people. So you have here a map where you can imagine how this strategic position is related to biodiversity. We are here, probably you have been traveling to Zanzibar. We are just a few islands away where you can oversee Madagascar, Eastern Africa, and the Indian Ocean and the Middle East, which is not far away of this islanders ecosystem. So the way how we can reintroduce today the world of the Indian Ocean, how this region can become global again, I would like to share with you an interesting story, which is a case story of a Comoros pavilion at Dubai Expo. And the topic of this pavilion was quite interesting, probably much keen to this innovation matching day, because the topic itself was a flower, but a flower in bloom. And this is absolutely what we can imagine in this region of the world, relating to a lot of spices, many innovative farming job over there, incredible legacy related to plantation. And as you can see on those several pictures, the ylang ylang flower which were harnessing, especially by the Guerlain plantation in the Comoros. So the Comoros pavilion in Dubai Expo was a fantastic way to catch the tangible, but also the intangible asset of this part of the Indian Ocean. And to entertain the visitors, the pavilion gives the opportunity to pick up a mystical ring and journey through a garden of marble and explore how the Comoros storied past paved the way for its bright future and make a wish for a better future, a better tomorrow. So you have to imagine, if you have some dreams or picture in your mind related to Zanzibar, the French Austral Lands and Seas are probably a very unique ecosystem like Tanzania when it's come to colorful flowers, magical animals, and of course the smelling ylang ylang oil, this flower that revolutionized the perfume industry. And last but not least, the spices road, such as cloves and vanilla. So inspired by the Queen of Sheba, we can make a wish and cast a ring into the fiery crater of Mount Krakatoa. Yes, it was the incredible mountain experience at the Comoros pavilion. So this example shows how the French overseas territories has a lot of opportunity to offer. And they have probably now quite few connection with the Middle East, East Asia, East Africa, Uganda, Nairobi, Kenya, or even Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So the idea itself for tomorrow and the purpose of Dubai Expo, connecting minds, creating the future, was to probably foster a new gateway of opportunities among territories, among philosophers, innovators, and build together a new reflection to escape this part of the world. Many French philosophers, they wrote many documents and publications that you may find. Probably you have heard about the movement of encyclopedia, where Diderot and D'Alembert try to map the world, to gather the knowledge we can have regarding the new nature economy. The French pavilion, like the Comoros pavilion as well, was they were seeking to rethink the progress, to create emotion and connection, and of course unleash new ideas to reinvent our worlds. So most of the incredible projects you may find in this part of the world is about the aerotech industry, which is now a quite strong ecosystem in the Reunion Island. South African passport holder can travel to this island with any Schengen visa or any restriction, because this island is not an official part of the European Union. So it's quite easy in terms of connection with Durban, South Africa, even Johannesburg. So a lot of new tech projects are giving life in this island. And one of the interesting things is the status of neighbors of the European Union, because the European Union policy offers a privileged relationship building on many interesting governments value, and behind this Western European values, you have a very high level of innovation to deepen strategic partnership when it's come to research, education, science. And it's probably an interesting gateway between Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. That's the idea that the French diplomacy was working on it regarding the Brexit, when they try to imagine what could be the new relationship with the Emerald Island, with Dublin. And they try to figure it out. And the French ambassador you have here, is quote, "We want to tell to the Irish people, France is your closest EU neighbor." Now for the Indian Ocean, you have to imagine like the French overseas territories, which are not member of the Schengen area, have a huge Chinese and Indian diaspora, and they offer a unique opportunity to travel without a visa. So at least this new environment offering business without border can definitely straighten a roadmap of private equity initiative and generate and leverage an incredible movement of creativity with makers, customers, co-innovation partners. So here are a few examples of emerging and innovative sector industries. You can find them there. The most interesting one is probably related to new nature economy when it comes to cosmetics, biotech, and life science. I mentioned ylang ylang flower, but you can definitely find other opportunities with gloves and vanilla. We have a lot of biosourcing opportunity, pharma opportunity, and new way also to create a connection with the cosmetic and the beauty tech industry. New added value services, including training, maintenance, and innovation, transfer skill and technology are now a key focus area between the European Union and the Indian Ocean. And definitely those islands, those French overseas territory can be a gateway to implement this kind of partnership, especially when it comes to high incomes revenue with local community. This construct, collaborate, and transform whole aircraft, circular mobility, and reprocessing channels, rare materials with a recognized European know-how. This region is full of islands, so you can imagine how the future of drones, urban air mobility can definitely shape a destination of space exploration tomorrow. Experimentation, the geological assets, imagining the first farm and autonomous space habitat, building a scientific space destination able to host a mission on Mars, or greeting also delegation of astronaut teams. And one of the fascinating projects already implementing in Iranian island is the Oasis for Hub, which is a collaboration with different startup companies and foundations, as you can see. The prototype, full size, as imagine how tomorrow the life could be possible on Mars. So we are talking about, finally, when it comes to space exploration, about augmented hospitality. Our islanders can tomorrow imagine and shape a new way to explore the world and explore the next humanity border. So we have also a lot of examples that those islands want to co-create with innovators. It could be this example over here of an under museum project. This model is already implemented in Cannes. You have probably heard about the Cannes Festival in the movie industry. A lot of artists in this region are also imagining how creative mask can definitely revolutionize the underwater ecosystem. So the Indian Ocean is definitely a reference for the 7 Hearts, the movie industry, but not only for that, it's a wonderful event for developing the cultural and creative industry of tomorrow. And the most interesting asset for that is the ocean, the blue economy, the ocean tech. So the possibility of cooperation with Seychelles, with the blue conference economy in Abu Dhabi, the partnership with Ras Laffan in Qatar, in Khobar in Saudi Arabia, or in many other places like Innovational Scientific Hub, ITRA in the eastern province of Saudi Arabia, Masdar in the United Arab Emirates. We have definitely a lot of productive works together, had connecting minds and creating the future. So the strategic location of Indian Ocean is definitely an event with so interesting new links to create with Europe, the Gulf region, Africa and Asia, and these bonds are expecting to be reinvigorated with the development of the new economy. This region is home for 2 million of people, which is incredibly rich and diverse area, and now the respective culture of this island make the local community proud of their legacy, and at the same time they do believe they have a lot of things to build for the future. So let's think about the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, the World Future Energy Summit, all those big conferences in the Middle East can definitely team up with this Indian Ocean economy and those community, the people, the culture, and the development which have been forged by the ocean and a lot of maritime connection. So there is a vast well of knowledge, a new sustainable based energy sources, which from part of the blue economy concept have been developed and could be used both by Europe and the Indian Ocean, including also Eastern Africa and the Middle East. So this blue economy approach is definitely part of what we call ocean tech. You have probably heard about it in San Diego, California, the Seasteading Institute. Many projects had in the previous year in French Polynesia, in the Pacific Ocean. Here is the French Austral Lands and Seas. Those are emerging islands, and you can definitely build something over there. The main international airports are Johannesburg in South Africa, Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. You can find also many different hubs in Mauritius, Seychelles, and of course in Reunion Island and Madagascar. Please feel free to contact me if you want any more information, and I will be more than happy to help you in your journey. Thank you so much for your attention.